After a week of negative publicity, the Bridgestone Firestone company today announced a voluntary recall of more than 6 million of its tires. A defect may be responsible for hundreds of accidents and dozens of deaths. The latest now from CLTV's Sonia Diener in Washington.
This is what's been happening to some Bridgestone Firestone tires. The tread falls apart, a defect that may have led to more than 40 deaths and dozens of injuries. Randall Smithwick of Florida lost control of his Ford Explorer when his tire shredded.
I let my family get hurt, or me get hurt.
Since May, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has been investigating hundreds of tire complaints. Now, Bridgestone Firestone and Ford Motor Company have agreed to a voluntary recall. The tires affected are the radial ATX and ATX II, and the Wilderness AT tires made at Firestone's plant in Decatur, Illinois.
We estimate that the number of tires still in use and involved in the recall is 6.5 million tires.
Despite the voluntary recall, Bridgestone Firestone and Ford believe the tires are safe when properly maintained. So are they saying then that the fault lies with consumers?
No, we're not saying that. It's just that we cannot stress enough. A tire is not indestructible. A tire that is not properly maintained, a tire that is not properly inflated, a tire that has not been properly repaired can fail.
The tire recall will begin immediately in Florida, Texas, Arizona, and California, states with warmer climates. It's still not known what's causing the tires to fall apart, but heat may play a factor. Consumers will receive letters explaining that the tires will be replaced for free. And if you have any questions about this recall, call 1-800-465-1904. You can call for information or to set up a free inspection. If you decide to replace the tires yourself, save the receipts. You will be reimbursed. In Washington, Sonia Diener, CLTV News.
As you just said, the recall has begun in several southern and western states, but not yet in Illinois. However, that doesn't mean local stores aren't getting calls and visits from concerned customers. Ben Bradley standing by with that part of the story. Ben?
Well, Bill, Firestone says if you see signs of stress on your tires, you should bring them in right away. But because it's believed that heat may be a factor in the breakdown of some Firestone tires, customers in southern states are receiving their recall notices first. And that, we've learned, has prompted the first lawsuits here in Chicago. Normally, this Ford Explorer would be getting a brand new set of Firestone tires. Not anymore. The national voluntary recall of 6.5 million Bridgestone Firestone tires has many Chicagoland mechanics swapping out tires and fielding questions from concerned customers.
Anybody that's gotten them from us and has called us concerning them, we are telling them to come back to see us, and we will put on the appropriate, Goodyear tire for them.
The voluntary recall is deficient in many respects. It doesn't go far enough.
Attorney Tom Zimmerman says Firestone's recall is too little, too late. He's filed a class action lawsuit on behalf of 5 Illinois and Indiana residents. 2 have had their tires blow out, but no one was injured. The suit claims Firestone engaged in concealment and deceptive business practices. It seeks a court order requiring Firestone to immediately replace the 3 brands of tires free of charge. A Firestone spokesperson says Midwest customers won't receive recall notices until Phase 3 of the recall at a still-to-be-determined date, most likely many months away.
There's no reason why Firestone should allow families to drive on defective tires knowing that they're defective for another year until they finally get around to us.
Firestone will not allow any of its company-affiliated or owned stores to talk with us, saying instead their employees need to focus on doing all of these replacements. On the near north side, Ben Bradley, CLTV News. Bill?
Okay, thanks, Ben. And that's our question. What do you think? Did Bridgestone Firestone respond fast enough? The first tire death happened about 10 years ago. Did the company take too long to issue its tire recall? Get onto our website, CLTV.com, vote, let us know what you think, and we'll have the results this evening after 6 o'clock.